Good morning, students. Yesterday I taught about centroid. Centroid of the triangle. That means it is the point of intersection of the medians. Suppose if you are taking the ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. Therefore here D is the midpoint of the side BC. The line segment joining the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side is called the median. So here the midpoint of the side AC is the E. This is the median BE. This is the median F. The point of intersection of the medians. The point of intersection of the medians is called the centroid. The point of intersection of the medians is called the centroid. Therefore, the centroid G divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Suppose if you are taking the A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 and C x3 y3, then the centroid G is the form x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. This is the formula of the centroid. After that this is the centroid x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3 is the centroid. After that the AD square and BE square plus CF square is the 3 by 4 times of the AB square plus BC square plus CA square. We have to know that the AD square and BE square CF square is the 3 by 4 times of the sum of the squares of the sides AB square plus BC square plus CA square. The theorem of the Apollonius theorem is the, we know that the AB square plus AC square is the twice into AD square plus either DC square or BC square. This is the Apollonius theorem. At the same time, the AB square plus BC square plus CA square, the sum of the squares of the sides is equal to 3 times of GA square plus GB square plus GC square. This is the sum of the squares of the sides. Then the area of the triangle AZB or the area of the triangle BGC or the area of the triangle AGC is the 1/3 into area of the triangle ABC. 1/3 into triangle ABC, area of the triangle ABC. The last one is the length of the median. Suppose this is the small a, this is the small b, this is the small c. The length of the median AD equals to, the length of the median AD equals to 1/2 into that is the 2b square plus 2c square minus of a square. This is the length of the median. Half into 2b square plus 2c square minus a square. How to get this one? When you can applying the Apollonius theorem, the AB square is nothing but c square, AC square is the b square, twice into AD square plus the DC is the a by 2. DC is the a by 2. Then it will be the a square by 4. Now this is sending to the other side. That will be the sending to the other side. Then we got b square plus c square by 2 equals to ad square plus a square by 4. Now we can write the b square plus c square by 2 minus of a square by 4 is the ad square. Now this is sending to the other side. This is tending to the other side. We have to take the LCM is the 4. Then it will be the 2b square plus 2 into c square 2c square minus a square by 4 equal to ad square. Now this square is sending to the other side. Then it will be the ad equals to, how to write ad is 2b square plus 2c square minus a square. This is the form, the length of AD. Similarly, we have to find the length of BE and CF. This is about the concept centroid of the triangle. The concept about the centroid of the triangle. Now, the circumcenter. So, how to find the circumcenter? Now, the circumcenter is the first we discuss about the perpendicular bisector. Suppose if you are taking the perpendicular, so now this is triangle ABC. When the line segment is passing through the midpoint of the side and perpendicular to the side, then it is called the perpendicular bisector. So now we are taking the another, here this is the T, D. Now this is the another perpendicular bisector. This is the E. Now this is the midpoint of AB is the F. Now this is the another perpendicular bisector. So here, what is the meaning of the perpendicular bisector? If the line segment in a triangle, so here in a triangle, a line is passing through the midpoint of the side and perpendicular to the side, then it is called the perpendicular bisector. In a triangle, the perpendicular bisectors are the concurrent. The point of concurrence of the perpendicular bisectors is called the circumcenter. The circumcenter is denoted by S. At the same time, the circumcenter is equidistant to the vertices of the triangle. That means SA equal to SB equal to SC. And another observation is, when we are taking the radius SA or SB or SE, then it is passing through the three vertices of the triangle. Therefore, if a circle is passing through the three vertices of the triangle, then it is called the circumcircle. If a circle passing through the three vertices of the triangle, then it is called the circumcircle, where the radius is denoted by R. The circumradius is denoted by R. That means SA equal to SB equal to SC equal to capital R. Okay. Now in a right angle triangle, locate the position of the circumcenter in the right angle triangle, acute angle triangle and obtuse angle triangle. Suppose if you are taking triangle ABC is a right angle triangle, all of you listen here. In a right angle triangle, the circumcenter is the midpoint of the hypotenuse. In a right angle triangle, the circumcenter is the midpoint of the hypotenuse. Therefore, the radius is the hypotenuse by 2. Hypotenuse is the act as the diameter. Therefore hypotenuse is the diameter. Therefore radius equal to, this is the radius. Therefore R equal to 2R equal to AC. R is the AC by 2. AC is the here hypotenuse. Hypotenuse by 2. The circumcenter is the midpoint of the hypotenuse. The midpoint of the hypotenuse. Suppose if we are taking the acute angle triangle, then the circumcenter is the inside of the triangle. Is it clear? Inside of the triangle. Now we are taking these are the perpendicular bisectors. Suppose here this is the perpendicular. This is the perpendicular bisector. So if it is an obtuse angle triangle, when we are taking the obtuse angle triangle, suppose if you are taking the obtuse angle triangle, this is the midpoint. Therefore, if we are taking the, suppose ABC, so here if we are taking in a right angle triangle, the circumcenter is the midpoint of the hypotenuse. If it is an obtuse angle triangle, the circumcenter must be lies. The circumcenter is must be lies outside of the triangle. If it is an acute angle triangle, the circumcenter lies inside. So this is the acute angle triangle. This is the right angle triangle. This is the obtuse. Therefore the circumcenter is there outside. Here the midpoint of the hypotenuse in the acute angle triangle inside of the triangle. Okay. Find the circumcenter. Find the circumcenter of the triangle. Circumcenter of the triangle. Formed by the points. Formed by the points 2, 1. 2, 1 and 1, minus 2, 2, 3. Okay. Now proceed. Here the circumcenter. All of you listen here. Let the circumcenter S equal to x, y. Therefore, we know that the S is the equidistance to the vertices. Therefore, SA equal to SB equal to SC. First we take SA equal to SB. When we are taking SA equal to SB, then we got this one. This is the line. Therefore, this is the perpendicular bisector of AB. The SA equal to SB means the locus of S is equidistant to the A and B is the perpendicular bisector of the AB. The perpendicular bisector of AB. That means it is passing through the midpoint of AB and perpendicular to the AB. Therefore, now squaring on both sides. That is SA square equal to SB square. SA square is, the given points are A, B, C. SA square is, SA is the root of, under root square cancel. Now this is the x minus 2 x minus 2 whole square, y minus 1 whole square. Now we can write SB square is the x minus 1 whole square, y plus 2 whole square. Now this is the x minus 1 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square. How to write this one? This is the x square plus y square minus 4x minus 2y. This is 5. Now we can write this is x square plus y square minus 2x plus 4y. This is also 5. These are all cancelled. Now here, now this is, how to write this one? Here this is the 2x is there. Now this is the minus 4x. This is the minus of 2x. Now here the plus 4y, the sending other side minus of 6y. 5 cancel. Now this is divided by x, divided by minus 2. This is the x plus 3y equal to 0. Therefore 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are. Now we are getting here the x equal to minus of 3y. This is the x. Now we are taking the SB equal to SC. We are taking the SB equal to SC. That means this is the perpendicular bisector. Now it's a point of intersection. When we got the two lines, its point of intersection, we know that coefficient of y constant, coefficient of x and y coefficient. Then we can write the cross multiplication method, x by y by 1 by. Then this is the circumcenter. When we are taking the SB equal to SC, now write SB square equal to SC square. The SB square equal to SC square. SB square is the x minus 1 whole square, y plus 2 whole square equal to SC square is the x plus 2 whole square, y minus 3 whole square. Now x square, y square cancel. Now this is the minus 2x. This is the 4y. 4 plus 1, 5. Now this is the 4x minus 6y. 4 plus 9 is the 13. Now these are all sending other side. 6x. Now this is minus of 10y. Minus 10y. This is the plus 8 equal to 0. Now this is divided by, first divided by 2. Now this is 3x minus 5y plus 4 equal to 0. 2 3s are, 2 5s are, 2 4s are. So this is the first perpendicular bisector. This is the second perpendicular bisector. We have to take the cross multiplication method. 3 0 1 3 and minus 5 4 3 minus 5. Then you can write x by y by 1 by. That is the cross multiplication method. Now we are, another method is substitution method. When we are taking x equal to minus 3y, this is the minus 9y. 3 3s are 9. Now this is the 5y equal to minus 4. This is the, you can write 9 plus 5 is the 14. Therefore y equals to 4 by 14. This is the 2 by 7. 2 by 7 is the y. Now the x equal to, therefore the x equal to is the minus of 3y. X equal to minus 3y is the, you can write minus 3 2s is the minus 6 by 7. The circumcenter is the minus 6 by 7. The circumcenter is the minus of 6 by 7 comma 2 by 7. This is the circumcenter. Is it clear how to write this one? First take circumcenter S equal to x comma y. The circumcenter is the equal distance to the vertices of the triangle. That is SA equal to SB equal to SC. First we take SB equal to SC. After squaring on both sides we got this one. Then you are taking SB equal to SC, we are getting this one. Now this is substitute in this. First we got y. The y is substitute in this, x equal to minus 6 by 7. The circumcenter we take x comma y. Therefore x comma y is the minus 6 by 7x, the x, y is the 2 by 7. This is the method, okay. Now we are going to discuss about the orthocenter. So here the orthocenter, all of you listen. This is the triangle ABC. This is called the altitude. A line segment passing through the vertex and perpendicular to the opposite side. A line is passing through the vertex and perpendicular to the opposite side is called the altitude. Therefore, now the another altitude is this one. This is the third altitude. Therefore, D, E, F are the feet of the altitudes drawn from the A, B, C respectively. D, E, F are the feet of the altitudes. What is the meaning of altitude? Altitude is the joining the vertex and perpendicular to the opposite side is called the altitude. So AD, BE, CF are the three altitudes. So the altitudes are the concurrent in a triangle. The point of concurrence, concurrent means common point. They have the common in point in common. Therefore, then the point of intersection of the altitudes is called the point of intersection, or the point of concurrence of the altitudes is called the orthocenter. The point of concurrence of the altitudes is called the orthocenter. Is denoted by either H or O. The orthocenter is denoted by either H or O. So, in a acute angle triangle, orthocenter is the inside. In a right angle triangle, so orthocenter is the right angle at the vertex. So in a right angle triangle, orthocenter is the right angle at the vertex. Right angle at the vertex. This is the form. Is it clear? So in a right angle triangle, all of you listen here. In a right angle triangle, orthocenter. In a right angle triangle, orthocenter is the right angle at the vertex. Suppose this is, now how to write this one? We can write this is the A, this is the B, this is the C. First we can write here the altitude drawn from A and drawn from B and drawn from C. We have to write here the altitudes. Now we can write the altitude is this one. Now the altitude is the here, this one. Now the another altitude is the here, this one. The point of intersection we can write here. All of you observe here the point of intersection of the altitudes. The point of intersection of the altitudes is called the orthocenter. Now we can write here, when it is a obtuse triangle, this is the A, this is the B, this is the C. Now just we can extension it. This is the altitude. Now this is the B and another altitude is the C. Now we can write the must be orthocenter is lies outside. The must be lies outside. Okay. Suppose it is a obtuse angle triangle. Now here just you can extend it. B is obtuse. Now the altitude is this one. This is a perpendicular. This is the altitude. Now here this is the altitude. Suppose just you can extend it. This is the orthocenter. Therefore, orthocenter is must be lies outside of the triangle. When it is a obtuse, when it is an obtuse triangle, orthocenter is the lies outside of the triangle. Okay. So in a right angle triangle, therefore undoubtedly the altitudes are intersect at the right angle at the vertex. Suppose orthocenter is this one, undoubtedly this one. So now inside of the triangle. Now one more thing is here. Suppose H is the orthocenter. All of you listen. H is the orthocenter. H is the orthocenter. Now the orthocenter of all of you, AHB is the C. Suppose the H is the orthocenter of the triangle ABC. Now the orthocenter of HAB is the C. Orthocenter of BHC is the A. Orthocenter of AHC is the B. Okay? Understand? Now orthocenter of HAB is the C. Orthocenter of HAC is the B. Orthocenter of HBC is the A. Orthocenter HBC, triangle HBC is the vertex A. Similarly, orthocenter of HAB is the C. So this is the about when you can know that orthocenter. Suppose if you know that ABC, this is the D is the feet of the perpendicular of the altitude through the A. This is the F, this is the E, this is the F. The DEF is called the pedal triangle. DEF, where DEF are the feet of the altitudes drawn from A comma B comma C. So about the pedal triangle, we more learn in the properties of the triangle. Is it clear? About the pedal triangle, we will learn about the more pedal triangle in the properties of triangles. So about the pedal triangle is a very important concept for the mains. So here now only the orthocenter is the H. The orthocenter of HBC is the A. Okay, right. Now we are going to discuss about the incenter. Okay, orthocenter is the point of intersection of the altitudes. Okay, it is denoted by H. In a right angle triangle, orthocenter is the right angle at the vertex. Acute triangle, inside of the orthocenter is the inside of the triangle. If the triangle is obtuse, orthocenter is the lies the outside of the triangle. Where H is the orthocenter, therefore the orthocenter of HAB is the C. Therefore, at the same time, DEF are the feet of the altitudes of the triangle. Then DEF, triangle DEF is called the pedal triangle. About the, we can learn more about the pedal triangle in the properties of triangles. So two theorems are there about the pedal triangles. Okay. Now let us start. Find the orthocenter of the triangle formed by the points -2, -1, 6, -1, 2, 5. So here it is the point of intersection of the altitudes. Orthocenter is the point of concurrent or point of concurrence of the altitudes. So we have to find the any two. This is the altitude AD. We have to find the any two altitudes. Its point of intersection is the orthocenter. Now, first we find the equation of the altitude. The equation of the altitude passing through the equation of the altitude passing through the point A. The equation of the altitude passing through the point A. A is the here -2 comma -1. Just now we discussed about the altitude is the perpendicular to passing through the vertex and perpendicular to the opposite side. First we are all find this is the ABC. First we find the slope of BC. The slope of BC. What is the slope of BC? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Slope of BC is the y2 minus y1. 6 minus of minus. This is the 5 plus 1 is the 6 upon 2 minus 6 is the minus 4. Now this is the minus of 3 by 2. Is it clear how to write? The slope of BC is 5 minus of minus plus 1 6. 2 minus 6 is the minus 4. Now the altitude through the A perpendicular to the BC. Now we can write the equation of the altitude, that is slope point form y minus y1 minus 1 by m into the perpendicular of m is the minus 1 by m into x minus of x1. How to write this one? Y minus y1 is the y plus 1 minus 1 by m is the 2 by 3. Take the opposite sign and reciprocal of 3 by 2 is the 2 by 3. X minus x1 is the x plus 2. After simplification, this is a 2 into x at 2x. This is 3 into y plus 3y, sending other side minus 3y. Now 2 into 2 4. This is the 3. 4 minus 3 is the 1. 2x plus 2x minus 3y plus 1 equal to 0. 2x minus 3y plus 1 equal to 0. This is the equation. Now the equation of the altitude through the B. The equation of the altitude through the B. Is it clear? How to find the equation of the altitude through the B? B is the point here 6 comma minus 1. Now we can write the equation of the altitude. The equation of the altitude. The equation altitude passing through the point B6 comma minus 1. Passing through the point B6 comma minus 1. How to find? So here the altitude through the B, that means it will be the perpendicular to the AC. It will be perpendicular to the AC. Therefore now slope of AC. The slope of AC is, how to find the slope of AC? This is the y2 minus y1. 5 plus 1 is the 6. x2 minus x1 minus of minus plus 2 plus 2 is the 4. Now this is the 3 by 2. 2 3s are 2 2s are. Okay, 2 3s are 2 2s are. Now this is the slope. Now we can write the y minus y1 plus 1 minus of 2 by 3. X minus x1 is the x minus 6. Now this is the minus 2x is the plus 2x. Now this is the plus 3y. Now this is the 3. This is the minus of minus plus 12. Therefore now we can write 3 minus 12 minus 9 equal to 0. Therefore this is the 3 minus 12. Okay na? 3 minus 12 is the minus 9. Now this is the another altitude. Now solving this. How to solve this one? So either cross multiplication method or elimination method or substitution method. In this case minus 3y is there, plus 3y is there. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. Now we are taking 1 plus 2. Suppose if you are taking 1 plus 2, that is 2x plus 2x is the 4x. This is the plus 3y minus 3y cancel. Therefore minus 8 equal to 0. The value of x equal to 2. Now the x equal to 2 substitute in the equation 1 or equation 2. The equation 1, that implies 2 into 2 4. Now this is the minus of 3y plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, y equals to 5 by 3. What is the orthocenter is 2 comma 5 by 3. Orthocenter is the 2 comma 5 by 3. Finally, you can write orthocenter. Orthocenter is the x comma y is the 2 comma 5 by 3. This is the finally you can write the orthocenter is x is 2 and y is 5 by 3. Therefore, this is the orthocenter. How to find? First, we find the equation of the altitude passing through the point. That means A is the x1, y1. We have to take the perpendicular slope. First, we find the slope BC and the perpendicular slope is the minus 2 by 3. The equation of the line through the A and perpendicular to the BC is y minus y1 equal to minus 1 by m into x minus x1. Similarly, we have to find the another altitude through the B perpendicular to the AC. That is this one. After solving the point of intersection of 1 and 2, we got the value of x2 and y value 5 by 3. That is the orthocenter. Okay. Point of intersection of the altitudes is the orthocenter. Right. So now the another center of the triangle is the incenter. Incenter. All of you listen here. Incenter is the internal, a line which bisects the internal angle of the triangle is called the angular bisector. Suppose if you are taking this is A, this is B, this is C. Here the line which bisects the internal angle of the triangle is called the internal angular bisector. Therefore, the point of intersection of the internal angular bisectors, the point of intersection of the internal angular bisectors is called the incenter. Therefore, the point of internal angular bisectors are the concurrent. The point of concurrence of the internal angular bisector is called the incenter. Therefore, this is small a, this is small b, this is small c. Therefore, here the internal angular bisect the side BC at D. Therefore, D divides the BC in the ratio C is to B. All of you listen here. I divides the AD in the ratio B plus C is to A. Now we can write the I can be written as, how to write the I? First we have to find the D. This is the x2, y2. This is the x3, y3. This is the point x1, y1. D is the cx3, bx2. That is bx2, cx3 by b plus c. And b into y2 is the by2. C into y3 is the cy3 plus b plus c. This is the form. Now I divides in the ratio, I divides the AD in the ratio b plus c is to a. Therefore, a into x1, ax1, b plus c into this one, b plus c cancel. Now this is bx2 cx3 by b plus c plus a. That is nothing but a plus b plus c, comma. Now another also a into y1 is the a y1. Now this is b plus c is multiple with this one cancel. That is the by2 cy3 by a plus b plus c. This is the formula of the incenter. Incenter I equal to ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3 by a plus b plus c, and ay1 plus by2 plus cy3 by a plus b plus c. The point of concurrence of the internal angular bisector is called the incenter. Okay. Now the excenter. Incenter is denoted by I. The excenter is the, all of you listen here. A triangle has three excenters. That means suppose if you are taking the this one, this is A, this is B, this is C. Therefore, this is the angular bisector of the, here this is the internal angular bisector. Internal bisector angle A. Therefore, these are the external bisector of the angle B. This is also external bisector of the angle C. The point of intersection of the internal bisector of the angle A, and 2 the external bisector of the angle B and C are concurrent. Therefore, the point of concurrence of the one of the internal bisector of the angle A and 2 of the external bisector of the angle B and C is called the excenter. It is denoted by I1. Similarly, we can here, this is the I2. This is the internal, this is the external. This is the I3. Therefore, a triangle has three excenters. Those are I1, I2, I3. Therefore, I1 is the form we can write. I1 is the minus of AX1 plus BX2 plus CX3 by minus A plus B plus C. This is the minus of AY1 plus BY2 plus CY3 by minus A plus B plus C. This is the I1. Similarly, I2 is the, we got minus BX2 minus B and minus BY2 minus B. And I3 is the minus CX3 minus C and minus CY3 minus C. These are the excenters. When we are taking all of you listen once again. When we are taking the incenter excenters I1, I2, I3 respectively, then the orthocenter of I1, I2 is the I3. The orthocenter of I1, I2, I3. The orthocenter of the triangle I1, I2, I3 is the I. The orthocenter of the I2, I3 is the I1. Is it clear? I is the incenter and I1, I2, I3 are the excenters. Therefore, then you can write the orthocenter of I1, I2 is the I3. Similarly, the remaining. Okay. This is the concept about incenter and the excenters. And one more thing is we know that the centroid G divides the line segment joining. The centroid Z divides the line segment joining the orthocenter and the circumcenter in the ratio 2:1. Is it clear? The centroid Z divides the line segment joining orthocenter and the circumcenter in the ratio 2:1. Here this is the centroid divides the line segment joining the orthocenter and the circumcenter in the ratio 2:1. Suppose is clear, this is 1, 2. So this is the sum 2, 3. How to find? Yes, we are taking the x, y. Suppose any 2 points are given, that how to find the third one? We have to know that condition. G divides in the 2:1. Now this is 2x. 2 into x, 2x. 1 into 1, 1. By 2 plus 1. After that, 2 into y, 2y. 1 into 2, 2. By 2 plus 1. Equal to the centroid is the 2, 3. Now this is 2x plus 1 equal to 3 2 is 6. X equal to 5 by 2. After that, 2y plus 2 is the, this is the 3 3 is 9. Now y is the 7 by 2. This is the centroid. 5 by 2, 7 by 2. Is it clear? Now the 9-point circle. The 9-point circle. All of you listen here. First we take the triangle ABC. This is the triangle ABC. This is the midpoint D. This is the midpoint F. This is the opposite of C is the midpoint F. Opposite of A, the midpoint of the side BC is the D. This is E, this is F. Now the another one, feet of the altitudes. P, Q, R. Now O is the orthocenter. O is the orthocenter. This is X. This is Y. This is Z. X is the midpoint of AO. Y is the midpoint of BO. Z is the midpoint of OC. Here, all of you listen. D comma E comma F are the midpoint of the sides. Midpoint of the sides BC, CA, AB, and P comma Q comma PQR are the feet of the altitudes. Feet of the altitudes drawn from the vertex A comma B comma C respectively. After that, X, Y, Z are the midpoints of AO comma BO comma CO, where O is the orthocenter. Where O is the orthocenter of the triangle. Where O is the orthocenter of the triangle. Therefore, if a circle is passing through the DEF, PQR and XYZ, then the circle is said to be 9-point circle. This is the D, this is the E, this is the E, D, P, E, Q, and if the circle is passing through the 9 points, those are D, E, F and P, Q, R and X, Y, Z. If a circle is passing through these 9 points, those are 3 midpoints, 3 feet of the altitudes, 3 are the midpoints of AO, BO, CO, where O is the orthocenter. Then the circle is said to be 9-point circle. The center of the 9-point circle is denoted by N. The center of the 9-point circle is denoted by N. If the circumradius is the R, the radius of the 9-point circle is the R by 2. Is it clear? If the radius of the circumcircle, if the radius of the circumcircle is the R, this is the circumcircle. If the radius of the circumcircle is R, then the radius of the 9-point circle is the R by 2. And the 9-point center is the midpoint of the line segment joining orthocenter and the circumcenter. Therefore, here we are taking the orthocenter is the H, this is the circumcenter, this is the 9-point center, this is the centroid, 3, 1, 2. Is it clear how to write this one? Therefore, 9-point center is in the ratio, this is the 3, this is 1 plus 2, 3. If you are given that any 2 points, suppose H and N given that, we have to find the circumcenter. How to find this one? This is some 1 comma 1. This is the 2 comma 1. Then you can take other point x comma y. Therefore, that is a 3x. This is the 3x. This is 1 upon 3 plus 1, 4 equal to 2. After that, 3 into y, 3y plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 equal to 1. Then we have to find the values of x and y. Therefore, here all of you listen, if any 2 points are given that, then we have to find the easily the third point. We are taking the ratio, n divides the hg in the 3:1 and here the g divides, all of you listen here, g divides the orthocenter line segment joining orthocenter and the circumcenter 2:1. 3 plus 1, 4. 4:2 is the 2:1. Therefore, n is the midpoint of h plus s by 2. Therefore, the n is the midpoint of the line segment joining orthocenter and the circumcenter. If you know that orthocenter and circumcenter and the center of the 9-point circle is the midpoint of the h and s. And one more thing is, if we are taking the D, F are the feet of the altitudes. Sorry, suppose the D, all of you listen here. This is the A, B, C is the triangle. This is the midpoint, this is the midpoint, this is the midpoint. Therefore, we can write the orthocenter of the DEF is the circumcenter of the triangle ABC. The orthocenter of the DEF is the circumcenter of the triangle ABC. Is it clear? D comma E comma F are the midpoints of the sides of the triangle. Now the orthocenter of the DEF is the circumcenter of the triangle ABC. Is it clear? The orthocenter of the triangle ABC is the circumcenter of the triangle ABC. This is the form. Suppose is there, this is, you can write x comma y. This is 1 comma 1. This is 2 comma 1. G divides in the ratio 1:2. That is a 2x plus 2 by 1 plus 2. And this is 2y plus 1 by 2 plus 1 equal to 1 comma 1. Then you got the n. Suppose any 2 points are given, that we have to take this one. Therefore 3:1:2. Is it clear? This is the form. So just 1 minute. This is today. All of you please concentrate on the centroid, circumcenter, orthocenter, incenter and excenter and the 9-point circle. Okay, this is the centers of the triangle. Thank you all.